Thanks, guys. Yeah, first off, cannot believe that we are finally done with the first week of classes and fall sports are kicking off this weekend. But right now, we have your final score from the Iowa baseball game's fourth game in Taiwan. USA took down Czech Republic 8-0, but even bigger than that is getting the win is Cole McDonald throwing a no-hitter. So congrats not only to Cole, but to the entire team because that is a massive accomplishment. The team now moves to 3-1 in the games, and their next game will actually take place tonight at 9:45 p.m. Central Time against South Korea. So stay with Daily Iowan for all of your updates. Now, moving on back to fall sports, one team has a big challenge this weekend. Iowa volleyball kicks off their season in Long Beach, California against Wright State today. But the matchup everyone is talking about will actually take place tomorrow, and it will be against the reigning national champs, Stanford. But instead of looking at the game as an obstacle, head coach Bon Szymanski is taking it as an opportunity.
Going to California actually provides a couple things. It gives us a chance to see different style of teams. We get to play our former national champion in Stanford on the second day of our season. That's great because Stanford is pretty akin to a lot of Big Ten teams, a lot of top caliber competition in our league. Last year there were 2 Big Ten teams in the Final Four, and right now there's 8 inside the top 25, 10 inside the top 30. I mean, the Big Ten is so deep that Stanford will be a good preparation for us for the rest of Big Ten season. And our Big Ten competition from last year prepares us to think and face Stanford. So we're well past the idea of being scared by somebody. I mean, you play in the Big Ten, you're going to take wallops every night, and you have to learn how to dish them back. So I think our group is really prepared for that, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
You can get all of your final scores and important updates on our Daily Iowan Sports Twitter at DailyIowan_sports_desk. And highlights from the weekend will be on our Monday show. Now, moving on to Hawkeye football, everyone really excited about it. One Hawkeye player opened up publicly about his struggle with mental illness right before attending Big Ten Media Days. Lucy Radine tells us more about the startling announcement.
At day one of Big Ten Media Days, the headlines included Kirk Ferentz now being the longest tenured coach in college football, Josie Jewell being named a preseason All-Big Ten candidate, and 4 new coaches on the Iowa staff. But these headlines were all overshadowed by offensive lineman Sean Welsh.
Our leadership council, each one of us gives a talk weekly during the summer. And I wanted to use my experiences at Iowa and how well I was taken care of and how the support system at Iowa really helped me. So I came forward and spoke about my depression at that opportunity. And then the idea kind of snowballed a week or so later to come in public and writing something.
Welsh announced publicly last week in an op-ed piece on HawkeyeSports.com that he has been battling depression.
It just speaks volumes about Sean as an individual, what a courageous young man he is. To watch him wage this fight the last couple of years has been more than impressive. And we get to watch guys play football. It's a tough, competitive game. But to watch a guy deal with an issue like this the way he has, so important and so impressive. And I really commend him for wanting to come forward, and it was all in the spirit of trying to help other people.
I've gotten messages from people on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, or I'll get random email messages from people, telling me their stories, and it's incredible. It's just been a great experience. I think if a big tough football player can talk about his feelings, it might help out another guy, who might feel too proud or it's not macho enough. That was the case for me. I was too proud to go seek therapy. I didn't think it was very manly to talk about your feelings. And, I learned the opposite. It's made me much healthier and happier.
If you're interested in reading Sean's piece, which I highly recommend that you do that, you can find it on HawkeyeSports.com. He was extremely open and willing to talk about his issue in order to help other people struggling with depression, and just showed how strong of a person he is both on and off the field. Now, the big exciting thing, tomorrow's big fight between Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor is expected to bring in upwards of $700 million in pay-per-view revenue alone. It is making an impact across the country and in Ireland, but let's see how Iowa City is reacting.
Arguably one of the biggest sports events of the year is happening tomorrow. Conor McGregor is fighting Floyd Mayweather at the MGM in Las Vegas. I'm excited for the fight. I'm out here to see if Iowa City is too. Conor McGregor, he's a UFC fighter. He's going to be getting into a boxing ring with an undefeated boxer with one of the best records ever.
Yeah.
How do you feel it's going to go for Conor?
I think he's going to get a lot of good hits in, considering Mayweather's age.
Chances of pulling off an upset, I'd say less than 5%.
I did hear that they recently just changed the regulation gloves to 8 ounces, so they're trying to give him a little bit of an advantage. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. I think 49-0 is enough to beat whatever McGregor has.
How do you feel about these two going around the country? And I don't know if you've seen this, but they basically cuss each other out and rile up crowds of people that come. Do you think it's a good thing to do? Do you think it's kind of a bad image for boxing and for these guys?
I think it's a good way to get people to watch it.
Try to make themselves look tough, give them an image of like that bad boy.
Do you think at any point McGregor's going to get really mad at Floyd and just kick him?
I really hope so.
He might.
Everybody wants it, but I don't think it's what's going to happen.
It looks like I won't be the only one tuning in tomorrow to see if Mayweather will go 50-0 or get his first loss to a UFC fighter. Reporting from downtown Iowa City, this is Jacob Senstead, Daily Iowan, TV Sports.
Iowa City residents will be watching 4 fights at their favorite restaurants and bars for this highly anticipated fight. Now tune in on Monday for all of your Hawkeye updates from the weekend, and hopefully we'll be able to talk about the upset win for Conor McGregor. Now, for the rest of the fall, tune in every Friday to our live morning shows where our pregame show will take place since this Sunday is finally game week. Guys, back to you.